Jonathan slashes anniversary budget. States fail to transmit constitution resolutions. Abuja roads contract inflated by 2 billion naira. Hi, this is House Reports on Internet Television International ITI. From our Abuja studios here in Nigeria, I am Rachel Owa. The House of Representatives on Tuesday approved its conference committee report on a consolidated legislative salary structure for staff of the National Assembly. The motion, which was raised by Honorable Itayenang, was approved after arguments for and against it. Outside the hallowed chambers, the House of Representatives Committee on Information and National Orientation said it cannot guarantee the passage of the Freedom of Information Bill before the end of the current session. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Ahmed Wadada, disclosed this during a chat with members of the House Press Corps on Tuesday.
For that objective to follow the process of maturity. The process of maturity here, as far as the Freedom of Information Bill is concerned, is of course legislative process. So Nigerians should be a little patient on this. We shall do the needful.
Wadada, who assumed the headship of the Committee on Information barely 3 weeks ago, said that contrary to the belief in some circles, legislators in the House of Representatives were not opposed to the bill.
No member of the National Assembly, not only the House of Representatives, is against the Freedom of Information Bill. Because the more transparent the system or the polity is, the better for all of us.
Wadada noted that the FOI bill will also ensure credible elections in Nigeria. The ad hoc committee investigating the construction of Outer Northern Expressway Kubwa Annex and Abuja Airport Road contracts during the course of the week revealed that the contracts were inflated by over 2 billion naira, even as the contractors insisted that the discrepancies were computer errors. The committee at its investigation hearing on Tuesday discovered that while the construction firms quoted lower amounts, the contracts were instead awarded at inflated cost by the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA.
To be honest, I hear this now first time, that there's a difference between 58.6 and 59.2. This only can be a mathematical issue, there are quantities and there are unit rates. I think the important thing to cross-check is, was there any change in a unit rate? Yeah? Maybe there has been a change in quantities. But this has nothing to do with there's no risk for the client, So this I have to find, or we have to find out, if there was a mathematical issue. But one thing is clear: the unit rate is the unit rate. There is definitely no change there.
The unit rates. What he is saying is that you bid for the contract for 58.something billion. Is it so? 46 billion and 58.6 billion. And when they give you the award letter, it read 59.2 billion.
I get your point, but I'll repeat it. I cannot answer it now. We have to cross-check if there was somewhere a mathematical issue. So I cannot answer it.
Is it not part of the same issue where you threw in a bid of 48 billion and you were awarded at 49 billion? Is it not possible that you are not aware that you got your contracts higher than you asked for? because they were not formal events. They were such informal and careless events that you did not even pay attention to what you were being offered. You know, you just got contracts higher than what you asked for, and everybody was happy. You were comfortable. The whole system just went in a nice way, where a man asked for, give me 48, they said, no, take 49, and everybody just comfortable with it.
Honorable member of the committee, really, with all due respect, I have to reject, let's say, allegations that people feel comfortable, that people don't care what's going on. Maybe for my defense, if you maybe I accept if you see it differently, but for me as the MD of the company, I am not at each letter of award doing my calculation to see what's ongoing. So, and the issue is 1 year old, but as I told you, if you give me 1 day chance or half a day chance, I will come back with the proper answer. And I also will come back with the evidence.
Lawmakers on Thursday frowned at President Goodluck Jonathan's constant request for budget amendment. The president in a later address to the House submitted a revised revenue framework and requested for another slight amendment to the 2010 Appropriation Amendment Budget and the 2010 Supplementary Budget.
It delays the processes. It further creates a situation where the executive will in turn claim that National Assembly has bloated the budget. 100% to always accept proposals from the executive. And when these things continue to come, like the Chairman of Appropriation has said, they keep delaying the budgetary process, and we are in July. This is just an aspect to indicate that the reasons that have been adduced for reviewing the revenue framework are reasons that the committees on finance have not agreed that are reasons that are attainable.
This would be the third time that President Jonathan is seeking amendment to the budget as passed by the National Assembly. Speaker of the House, Dimeji Bankole, appealed for calm and urged the various standing committees to brace up for the emerging challenges posed by the budget. Meanwhile, following widespread criticism of the federal government's plan to spend 16.4 billion naira on the country's 50th independence anniversary celebration, President Jonathan has slashed the Golden Jubilee budget to 9.5 billion naira. Outside the Hallowed Chambers, the amendment to the 1999 Constitution was delayed on Thursday, following the failure of the State Houses of Assembly to hand in the resolutions on the document to the National Assembly as planned. Chairman Conference of Speakers of State Houses of Assembly, Honorable Estefanus Gbana, apologized to the lawmakers for the failure of state legislatures to meet the deadline.
For the past few minutes that we've been waiting at our secretariats to get all the documents of the 36 states together to formally transmit to the National Assembly has not been possible. Some of our colleagues called, they're still on their way, and the ones that are with us, we all resolved and agreed that we should wait for them and have a single document that will transmit to the National Assembly. And that was why we kept waiting, and when it was becoming unduly impossible to wait for all of them, I have to come with some of my colleagues to apologize personally and by extension all my colleagues in the 36 states to first the leadership of the National Assembly, to our senior colleagues in the National Assembly, and also to Nigerians, that today we are not likely or we are not in a position yet to transmit the resolutions of the 36 states. Other states that have not been able to pass their resolutions are given 1 week. We really know how to do it. In our next meeting of the Conference of Speakers, if any state comes up with any reason for not complying, we will have no option than to proceed with the ones we have, the states that have passed their resolution.
We hope so too. That's it this week in House Report. Thanks for logging on.